Oh, guys, guys, you don't understand how excited I am to have this Mountain Dew. Oh, I'm so excited. I just woke up from a nap like 10 minutes ago and I'm exhausted. But no excuse. Always got to stream on Wednesdays. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another weekly Q&A. I am the Gold Man, and there's actually some interesting stuff to talk about. Assuming you guys are up to date on current events. I will be drinking this Mountain Dew now. Diet Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, that felt really good. I recently rewatched a Pokemon movie that I haven't seen since I was younger, and I noticed a few similarities to Star Wars. I haven't watched Pokemon movies in so long, like 15 years maybe. It's been a long time. Very, very long time. Oh, that Mountain Dew tastes so good. It tastes so good. Sorry, I'm such a weirdo, but no, I was really craving a Mountain Dew today, and I was like, "Don't have one until you start your stream." I started my stream, so not gonna have one, and it feels great. The Goldman is back. The Goldman, what's going on? Not much, just chilling, streaming. By the way, in 45 minutes, I will be going on the Chatoween show. So if you want to see even more of me, then you can always go over there. But in the meantime, we are here, and I will be answering your questions, if you even have any. What's recent Star Wars news or current events are there? Oh my god, that Mountain Dew tastes so good. Oh, it tastes so good. I saw something exciting. I saw something that really made me excited, but then I was like, maybe not so much. So I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but there's been a rumored Tales of the Jedi series, and no one knew what it was. And now it's pretty much confirmed that Tales of the Jedi is an anthology series of shorts. Now, it's not entirely clear what shorts means. I really hope it means like at least Vision's length. Like if we can get 15 to 20-minute episodes that are anthologies, I'm down for that. But if they're talking about like 5 minutes and stuff like that, that's so disappointing. So I guess I was gonna make a video at first because I was super excited because I thought it meant in like 20. Whoa, that was the Mountain Dew. At first, I thought it was gonna be like 20-minute episodes, and then it said shorts, and I don't know what shorts means. So I'm really, really hoping it is longer than like 5 minutes. And I hope it's not like a Forces of Destiny or a Galaxies of Adventures 2.0. Those were kind of boring and not super exciting. What's up, Gold Guy? I'm just chilling, talking Star Wars, and what else? I guess there's other stuff going on. Hey, Goldman, yo, yo, yo. I read that the lady who was the composer for the Loki series is involved with the Kenobi series. I believe so too. And I think they said that John Williams will be composing like the main theme of Obi-Wan because he's like, I never wrote a theme for Obi-Wan. Let me write one. And Lucasfilm's like, of course. So I think he is doing the main theme, and then this woman from Loki is doing the rest. All right, Dudu, you're always here and you ask stupid questions. I'm not answering these kinds of questions. Ask me questions about Star Wars or whatever. God, that show had some good music. I don't really remember the music in Loki. I did watch it. I did binge the entire series in like a day, so maybe it's not too memorable. But yeah, I don't really remember the music in Loki. I mean, I trust that it was great. So I'm looking forward to it. Star Wars music is important. I think they should just have Kevin Kiner to start doing things, the person who does Rebels and Clone Wars. But you know, hello there. What's up? Oh, I am Star Wars re-edited, by the way. Why'd you change your name? Echo Base. Echo Base, that's boring. There's already a YouTube channel called Echo Base, and I mostly remember Glorious Purpose. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, see, am I just losing it? I do not remember the Loki theme at all. Like, not one bit. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me do this. Whoop. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really remember it. That's cool. I hope the music's great. I'm still waiting for them to allow Kevin Kiner to do something live action. I hate when Lucasfilm was like, "Oh, let's keep the animated people and animation stuff." I mean, they took Dave Filoni over, but let Kevin Kiner do something, you know? Mountain Dew tastes so good. I just needed a soda so bad. I needed some extra energy. I just got home from work and I was about to collapse. I want to see. Like, part of me kind of wants to just like play the Loki theme now because I don't really remember it. But also part of me is just like, you can't do that because you're streaming and you can't play music. What instrument is the best part for a movie score? I know absolutely nothing about music and what goes behind making a good theme and all that. So you're asking the wrong guy. And I do not play instruments. So no. Yeah, I know. LOL. I'm planning on making this a channel where I talk Star Wars. Any name suggestions would be helpful. I don't know. Do something that's personal. I don't recommend Star Wars blank. Like, don't do Star Wars only, or what Star Wars your name, or Star Wars theory, or Star Wars explained. That's boring. Also, like, I would recommend doing something that isn't just Star Wars related, because you never know. Maybe one day you'll get bored of Star Wars. Maybe Star Wars will really start sucking ass, and you want to talk about something else. And if you have Star Wars in your name, you'll feel limited. Star Wars only has told me that many times. It's been a while since I've been able to tune into one of these. It's good to have you back, Buckeye guy. I appreciate it. It has been a while, hasn't it? Well, to be fair, I don't really stream as much, or it's been a while since I streamed consistently. These past 2 weeks, I've been trying to do better about at least streaming once a week. Because I'm not a big streamer, and I'm always like thinking about I want to work on a video, so streaming is kind of like a pause for that. But I know it's important that I engage with my audience, so gotta stream at least once a week. Maybe in the future I'll do it twice a week. Ahsoka better have Barriss off in it. I don't know if I need Barriss. Like, yeah, they kind of left her story open ended, but I wouldn't mind if they're like, oh, they just killed her. Like the Empire just treated her as a Jedi and killed her. I don't know. It was an interesting character for the Clone Wars, but I don't need to see her story continued. I guess I'm always a bigger fan of new characters, although I do want to see the sequels characters continued. That's just 'cause I'm biased. Yeah, but I don't really need to see Barriss. It's probably a hot take. I was thinking about that today. I was like, what are some of my hottest Star Wars takes? I should make that a video. The Goldman's hottest Star Wars takes. A lot of people would get pissed. I've noticed your subs have been growing a lot in the last few weeks. They have relatively well. That's probably because the second half of 2021 I did nothing, so I didn't have any growth at all. And now that I've actually been putting in the work and making videos again, there's growth. So I'm glad you noticed. But yes, my sub growth I gained like 20 subs yesterday, which was nice. So I have been growing. Thank you for noticing. Favorite Star Wars costume? Minus Slave Leia. I wouldn't say Slave Leia is my favorite costume. Just because I'm a straight dude doesn't mean I need to see naked women in Star Wars or borderline naked women. Favorite costume? I don't know. Like if I had to choose a costume, I don't have a favorite costume. I don't know. I like the commando, the clone commandos. I like that outfit. That's a really cool outfit. Besides that, I like the Inquisitor outfit for the most part. Not the Grand Inquisitor, the way he looks in Obi-Wan, he looks awful. But I like their outfit. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite outfit. Weird question. I hope Luke Skywalker is in the Ahsoka series. There's so much potential with those characters. I don't want him to be a recurring character. If they recasted him as an actual person, I would be more open to it. But since I know they're gonna go the deep fake route, the CGI route, I don't know. 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 I'm just not as interested in seeing Luke. That's just not like seeing the CGI Luke. While it was very well done in the Book of Boba Fett, to me, it's not really like watching a character. I wish they would just go back and recast someone, but I doubt it. When are you gonna get the Kira cardboard cutout? If I got a Kira cardboard cutout, that'd be really simpy. That'd be just really simpy because I like the. I don't really care for the character that much. Kira's an interesting character, but I don't really care that much. Emilia Clarke is just so gorgeous. There's a long list of characters I would get a cardboard cutout of before I got Kira. I probably won't get another one for a while. I got Claude. The last thing I need is 2 cardboard cutouts in my room. So no, Ahsoka shouldn't even exist. Oh, I forgot, Charlie Spur. It's good to see you, by the way. Were you one of those people that like just super like hardcore prequel that hates the Clone Wars? I never understood that. It's because they made Anakin like a likable character as opposed to in the movies they made him awful. But no. George Lucas basically created Ahsoka. I wonder who actually straight up came up with the thought of Ahsoka. Was it Dave Filoni or George Lucas? Like, did Dave Filoni go to George Lucas and say, "I want to create a show. What are some of your ideas?" Or did you go to Dave Filoni and he's like, "Hey, I have some ideas for a Clone Wars show. I want you to make it." So I'm curious. I don't really know. Kira may be attractive, but Claude is really where it's at, guys. Especially if you play the Lego game. Oh my god, Claude's a beast in the Lego Star Wars game, the new one. Beast. Whoa, blasphemy. Anakin is great in the movies. You know, I don't get like disappointed or triggered when people say that. It just baffles me. Every time someone like praises Anakin in the prequels, I just get flashbacks to 10 years ago. God, you would get bullied to high hell if you said that 10 years ago. And I'm glad you don't. It's just like prequel appreciation baffles me. Do you not like me? You just ask weird questions, dude. That's why. Oh my god. Yeah, but prequel appreciation. I hope it happens with the sequels one day. I hope one day, like, saying Rose Tico is a great character is going to be like a common thing. Oh, that would be crazy, man. I hope it happens. Not going to happen anytime soon. Although I wonder if I feel like with the sequels, it's less likely because it didn't have, like, with the prequels, everyone can get behind George Lucas. With the sequels, you got the J.J. Abrams fans and the Rian Johnson fans. So times have changed. They certainly have. I want to know you better. Ask like related questions though to what we're talking about. Will you come around? You will come around. I have faith, Goldman. Give it time. I mean, I enjoyed the movies. When I watch the prequels, I pretend I'm watching like a documentary of historical events in Star Wars. Because I think the movies are awful. But if I'm treating it as like, oh, I'm watching the backstory of the movies I love, it's enjoyable. Revenge of the Sith's a good movie with a lot of flaws. Sorry. I think Anakin is great in the Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith. Could have been better in Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones is just awful. It's funny because I've been doing my overanalyzing series. So like I just started Attack of the Clones. In Attack of the Clones, Anakin is just a creep. And I know there's going to be some explanation out there. Oh, he's been sheltered by the Jedi and all this and all that. And I'm like, okay, but he's still a creep. And just makes him an unlikable character. Wait, the things he says to Padme? I'd rather dream about Padme. Being around her, it's intoxicating. Oh, and then when he looks, oh my god, when he looks at him, and no, when he looks at her, and she's like, "Stop looking at me like that." He's like, "Why not?" Oh my god, he's such a creep. He's so much better in Revenge of the Sith, though. Thank God. In Revenge of the Sith, he's just kind of dumb, but in like Attack of the Clones, he's just a creep. So cool, man. What's up? What's up? Do you like Rebels? I love Rebels. I love Rebels. Rebels is my favorite Star Wars show. There could have been contention with The Mandalorian, but since the Book of Boba Fett was so bad, it kind of derailed The Mandalorian a little bit. And Rebels right now is solidified as my favorite Star Wars show. You're my best friend. Thank you, I guess. Oh, sorry. That's the Mountain Dew, not me. Hey, Goldman. What if the Kenobi series introduces another Baby Yoda-esque character? No, I don't want it to be the same as The Mandalorian. I want it to be a different story. So I'll be a little disappointed. I guess it also means what you mean by Baby Yoda esque, like a kid. Then no. $5 from Charlie Spur. Thank you so much. I love your hate comments. I should say hate, but whatever. You're watching it wrong. Then men execute him for heresy. I mean, I don't think so. Just like, and you know what? Anakin needs the prequels. The events of the Star Wars franchise could have been prevented if Anakin just saw a therapist. I am baffled that the Jedi Order doesn't hire therapists to talk to the Jedi when they're having emotional problems. All the Jedi had to do is send Anakin to a therapist where he could say whatever he wants. And but no, they didn't. Will you wear something on May the 4th? Well, considering I have to go to work, probably not. Maybe. And for one, I don't own Jedi robes, but that would be cool. No, I don't really have anything like. I mean, I have Star Wars shirts, but I'm not going to wear like a Mandalorian shirt to work. I'll wear something when I get home. How about that? Oh, we're going to be doing some May the 4th streams next week. So yeah, I'll wear. I don't have like Star Wars costumes, so I'll just wear a regular shirt. Gotta go now. May the Force be with you. Gonna watch your Force Awakens video soon. Oh, my best scene one. Thanks, I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button on that video and on this stream. Do you think they should have had Jason Isaacs as live action Inquisitor and Kenobi? I don't know. I just wish. I don't think it's the actor's fault that he looks so bad. It's just the like makeup department, and I guess their decision to make the Grand Inquisitor look the way he does. I don't hate you. How could I send hate comments? No, I shouldn't say hate. I know you don't hate me. It's just whatever. Goldman. The prequel novels are better than the films themselves. Have you read them? Fun fact: I've read the Revenge of the Sith one, but I'm actually reading the Phantom Menace novelization right now. I just started it 2 nights ago, and I've read a few chapters. It's interesting because the Revenge of the Sith novelization is really good because it gives you a different perspective on what Anakin's thinking, so he doesn't seem like a creep the whole time. It's much better, and they go into so much detail, and the lore is so interesting. The prequels, I've I always had this take. I think the prequels would have made a much better series than a trilogy of movies because, like, with the original trilogy, there's not too much character development. I mean, there's not too much you have to do to develop the characters from the beginning to end. But with the prequels, if they had time, if they had seasons of a show to develop Anakin and like really flesh out his fall to the dark side, all would have been so good. Just imagine the Clone Wars, but had it been like the whole prequels. They included Attack of the Clones and I guess the Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith. That would have been great. But George Lucas wanted to make movies, which is understandable. I think it's just kind of the direction media in storytelling is going these days. That for the most part, television is just preferred from a narrative perspective, but movies you can do more because you'll get bigger budgets, you'll make a bigger return on investment. So yeah, dude, fired up with a scheduled execution. In the new image for Kenobi, the Grand Inquisitor looks much better. I didn't really notice a difference. I guess best 3 actors of all time. I don't know. That's out of my area of expertise. I'll say Adam Driver is number 1. How about that? Do you think they should do the sequel? Do you think they should do sequel trilogy special editions like the OT did? I don't know. Probably not. I think they should do. I think they should do prequel special editions because I think some of those graphics have not aged well. Especially, whoa! I see my camera just flickered. The prequels, like especially Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, mostly Attack of the Clones, the graphics have not aged well. So I wouldn't mind if they redid the prequel. Just not like special editions where they added scenes and straight up changed context of certain scenes, but like just updated the graphics. And then they should always have a feature, of course, where you can see the original versions. But I don't think they'll ever touch the prequels because those are George Lucas's movies. They could touch the sequels. There's nothing really to do a special edition about. The graphics look great in all 3 films. So it's not like some of the Marvel movies. Some of the Marvel movies, like Black Panther and even No Way Home, you can tell some of the graphics don't look good. But the sequels, all 3 look great. What are your thoughts on the Tales of the Jedi series coming? Oh, I talked about this briefly. So I am very I was excited. I'm very excited that's an anthology series about Jedi and it's animated, but in the description, they said shorts. And then I hope it's not like a Galaxies of Adventures or a Forces of Destiny type thing where it's like 3 to 4 minute shorts. That's disappointing. I want like at least like something like Visions where you get 15 to 20-minute episodes, like just telling different stories. That I would love. And if it was more than 20 minutes, oh, that would be great. But I'm not too optimistic. Yeah, see, I'm glad other people see the same thing that I do. I'm told the sequel novels are far better than the films, and I've heard they're worse. Thoughts on this? I say they're better. I think the novelizations just provide so much context. And for one, for those people who are critical of the sequels not having a coherent plan, the novelizations really do flesh that out. There's a lot more connectivity there, especially between the Force Awakens, or between the Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker. The Rise of Skywalker, Leia's an actual character in that movie, as opposed to the movie where she just has a few lines. Not the creator's fault, but she's an actual character of the novel. They provide so much. The pacings of the novels are better. You get better scenes. You get more. You just get more things fleshed out. And I'll pretty much always prefer the novels. I think the Last Jedi novel is fantastic. It's fantastic. The Force Awakens novel is not the greatest. The beginning of the Force Awakens novel is pretty good, but towards the end, it doesn't do that much. But I'm a big fan of the novelizations of the movies. Ian McDermott, Hayden Christensen. Why do you hate the story of Rise of Skywalker so much? I don't hate the story. I mostly appreciate the story of Rise of Skywalker. I think it was just the execution of the story that wasn't great. I like certain aspects of Rise of Skywalker a lot. I think what they did with Rey, for the most part, was really well done. I wish they hadn't made her Palpatine. But no, I don't hate the story, like the script of the Rise of Skywalker. I think it's just the execution, the pacing. My biggest problem with the Rise of Skywalker is similar to the problem I have with the prequels. It's not so much the story that's being told; it's the aspects of filmmaking telling that story, the acting, the direction, the pacing, the execution. Now, granted, a lot of those things are a bigger problem with the prequels than they are with the Rise of Skywalker. For me, the Rise of Skywalker, its biggest problem is just the execution. Love having someone like you in our community, along with the sequels. Thank you so much. Goldman, the Battle of Geonosis is better than the Battle of Hoth. Yeah, no. Nope. I'm glad you love the Battle of Geonosis, but I do not. Everyone hated the prequels when they came out. Now they are looked at like the second coming of Christ. Sequels will be the same about a decade, mark my words. Trust me, dude. Justin, I hope you're right. My only I love studying the reception of the prequels now and why it's so beloved. There's so many factors. You could argue that it's the sequel love. There's a bunch of different things. So I'm curious to see if the sequels will be looked at the same way. Sequels do look great. I gotta catch up on comments. What is your most anticipated film for the rest of 2022? I don't know if I have one. Dune doesn't come out this year. I don't really have one. Is that bad? None of the Marvel shows have me super excited. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. That's bad. You'd have to show me a list. I don't really know. Thoughts on Elon buying Twitter? Couldn't care less. Yeah, No Way Home CGI looks bad at times. I mean, at that point, like movies like No Way Home are basically animated movies with a few live action shots. What is it like living by yourself? You don't know that I live by myself. How much money do I need to pay you to love Revenge of the Sith above any other film in history? Name your price. I can't be bought. It can be bought. You could pay me to watch Revenge of the Sith over and over again. I'd enjoy it. Revenge of the Sith is my 6th favorite Star Wars movie, and there's 11 of them. So, yeah, I don't hate the movie. I think it's a fun movie. It's a good movie with a lot of problems. Carries the prequels though. When people say they love the prequels, like Revenge of the Sith is like all of that. Ever thought of the biased negativity when it comes to the criticisms among Star Wars? Yes. As someone who talks about the sequels all the time, I am very well aware of the biases that go against a lot of the criticisms. Not all, tons of fair criticisms of all 3 sequels, but there's a lot of biases. Have you been to Galaxy's Edge? I have not. Probably won't go. Galaxy's Edge just seems like a glorified shopping mall with 2 cool rides. You were right when they say they have great graphics and sound designs. I was thinking they add more scenes to the sequel trilogy and special editions to make the trilogy more cohesive. Uh, it is what it is. I'm not a big fan of that. Like, would it be better for the trilogy if, say, at the end of The Last Jedi, they hinted at Palpatine's return? Sure. But I don't really want that. The movies are out. The movies are the way they are. The only way I would consider accepting it is if for Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker, they allowed JJ to make decisions. And for Last Jedi, they allowed Ryan Johnson to make decisions. Just so that way it's cohesive to their original vision. I feel like she's a character in Rise of Skywalker, but like, yeah, with Rose, I don't know if I agree. You're getting bullied? How are you getting bullied? Who? Doo-doo. Christ won't come again. He probably never existed to begin with. What are you guys talking about? I never hated the prequels. I'm aware of the flaws. I don't hate the prequels. I don't hate anything Star Wars. Besides General Grievous. I hate him. Multiverse of Madness isn't your most hyped? Not really. I'm gonna see it probably opening weekend. I won't say I'm hyped for it. Marvel, there's not anything. Maybe Thor. Thor, I'm like actually excited to see. With the rest of Marvel, there's nothing really that has me super excited. Like there's things that pique my interest, like Moon Knight. I watched the first episode, wasn't too interested in it. I'll probably watch the rest of the series once it's all out. But I don't know. What about Doctor Strange 2? God, I'm behind. Sorry, I might have to skip a few comments. You can watch Jurassic 3? Yeah, I'll see it. Yeah, people are just overreacting. Like, I doubt anything is gonna change. It's fourth or Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, my top 5 would go in order from 1 to 5. It would go Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Last Jedi, A New Hope, Force Awakens, and then 6 would be Revenge of the Sith. Goldman, I love your content. I've been a Star Wars fan for almost 40 years. Last Jedi is my personal favorite Star Wars. Personal favorite Star Wars fan? You mean movie? But anyways, I'm glad that there's so many people that love the sequels because it's Star Wars. You Star Wars criminal. But thanks for the comment, Billy D. How could they make Kenobi and Vader fight so stupid? What in the upcoming show? I don't know. I don't think it'll be stupid. If you lived in the Star Wars world, what would you do? Well, assuming I had my own like spaceship, I would just go to hyperspace for like a day and just watch, just appreciate it. Or be in space, go to Coruscant, just like appreciate the scenery of being in a science fiction world that we just can't see here. It's worse in the OT as well as the first 2 sequels. Oh, what? Revenge of the Sith? Yeah, I'd agree. I feel like they did with Snoke. See, now I'm too far behind on comments. What is the machete order and why does it skip over episode 1? The machete order was the thing that people talked about before the sequels came out. The way you watch the movies, you would go 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. So after episode 5, you get the reveal that Darth Vader is Luke's father, and then you get the backstory. And I mean, if you really think about it, The Phantom Menace does kind of feel like a spin-off movie because it's not too integral to the story of the prequels. I mean, yes, you get important backstory about Anakin and his mother, sure. But if you talk about the actual plot of like the Naboo crisis, it's not too important. It's like I think a lot of people just wanted the prequels to focus on the Clone Wars. So yes, while there's certain important character moments for Anakin, the movie's not too important in terms of the entire Star Wars story. That's probably going to piss off a lot of prequel fans, but it's the truth. Thoughts on Bryce Hall? Who, the TikTok guy? No comment. Most hyped is Spider-Verse 2. Does that come out this year? I'm excited for that. Does liking Star Wars feel kiddie? Because Very On says that about me? No. I mean, Star Wars is for kids, sure, but I've come to terms with that 20 years ago. So if you lived in Star Wars, hey, they would try to get some Rey Skywalker. She's probably training some Jedi. She doesn't have time for me. There are only 6 Star Wars movie. How can it be 6th? Is 11, dude. Technically 12, but I like to say there's 11. What your ranking changed? I thought Last Jedi was number 2. Yeah, it goes back and forth. It's close. Empire will probably always be 1. But I think I'm more of a Return of the Jedi type guy right now than Last Jedi, but it goes back and forth. Give me a sec, guys. It's getting a little dark in my room. I'm just gonna turn on a lamp. How many? Is it too bright in here now? I don't think so. Okay, what I miss? For me, Snoke was the big clue to Palpatine coming back. Well, considering it wasn't planned, it's not really a clue. Honestly, I hated Luke in the Book of Boba Fett. The whole Grogu training with Yoda's lightsaber was nostalgic bait and waste of time. I didn't mind it too much. I just hated it because it was in the wrong show. You can't watch Hyperspace for a day. You develop Hyperspace Madness. Read the books. I've read a lot of books and I've never heard of Hyperspace Madness. What are you thinking on Sam Raimi? I like Spider-Man 2. So the original Spider-Man 1, it's not my movie. It's too cheesy for me. And Spider-Man 3 is okay. Does it drive you bonkers when people in the comments say 1 to 6 is real Star Wars? I mean, it's like whatever. People said that about the prequels 10 years ago, that there's only 3 Star Wars movies, and now there's only 6 Star Wars movies. It used to trigger me a lot more, but I feel like I've matured a little bit in terms of like accepting that some people are just, like babies about the sequels. It is what it is. Oh, but what are my thoughts on Sam Raimi? I just said that. Oh yeah, Spider-Verse got delayed to 2023, so that doesn't count. Ray is Bay? Absolutely. Do you like to direct or write a Star Wars movie? If I was ever asked, sure. I would love to write or direct a Star Wars movie. I'd need a few years first, and I wouldn't want to be rushed like J.J. Abrams was rushed. Why I like this Goldman? I'm honest. Would you rather me be honest or dishonest and say I love the prequels? I love aspects of the prequels, just not as a whole. Are you ripped? No. Would you like to see Mando season 3 be a combination between 1 and 2, where season 1 is more grounded and season 2 has more scope? I don't mind scope. I just want the focus to be on Mando. Like Book of Boba Fett, I wanted the focus to be on him, and it wasn't for 2 of these 7 episodes. So, scope, I like larger scope. The series started off small. I don't mind it expanding. I just want the focus to be on Mando and his story with Grogu. Just the fact that they were reunited makes me so depressed. I'm curious to see like what's Grogu's. This is actually a concern I have. What's Grogu's role gonna be going forward? Is he just gonna be there, to make people laugh? Like, what's the room for development between Mando and Grogu now? I'm curious. I'm nervous, but I'm curious. I still think the new Jedi Order series is better than the sequel. Is a better sequel than the actual sequel trilogy. I've never read it, so I can't agree or disagree. Did you just call me baby? I don't think so. Do you wear a mask outside? Hell no. The thing that annoys me more than anything is when someone says this was better than the sequels on something completely unrelated. I mean, comparisons are bound to happen. Like, if you're talking about Star Wars, it's just human nature to say, oh, it was better than this. So that doesn't bother me too much. I mean, I can disagree with someone's opinion strongly, but I'm sorry. I meant Last Jedi was my favorite film, not fan. I figured that's what you meant. Damn, bro, we got some drama in the chat. No drama. It's all playful. So a lot of people love the prequels, and I'm jealous. I wish I loved the prequels as much as a lot of people do. I just don't. I'm not gonna lie to myself. I can watch them and have fun. If I'm looking at them as movies, I don't see it. By the way, I'm gonna end the stream in about 5 minutes, and then at 8 Eastern, I'll be live on the Tatooine show, so you can see me debate with Star Wars only Long Gun Palpa memes. Although I don't know if all 4 of us are gonna be on today. We'll see. I feel as if Star Wars is for everyone, having all the individual factors of the human being accounted for, from the most prevalent to the most minute. I guess it's a good take. Yeah. Give Grogu mini Beskar armor. That'd be cute. He has the Beskar chain, so he does have armor. He doesn't have straight up Mandalorian armor, but he has Beskar armor. Hot take. The Empire Strikes Back story is meh, except for Vader telling Luke he is Vader and the Force. I do love the movie, but the story's meh. Disagree 100%. But that's okay. I disagree passionately. Why don't you wear a mask? Because COVID's over. I hope the Acolyte isn't a Palpatine prequel. I wouldn't mind a Palpatine prequel. I think I'd prefer if it was a new character, but I do like connectivity. But I want it to be also focused. I hope that's not contradictory. You excited for the Batman sequel? Yeah, the Batman was really good. You're not allowed to disagree with me, Goldman. Do not do it. Just given. Super chat $500 and I'll agree with you. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because it's April 2022, not April 2021. That's a good point. I've already read Darth Plagueis. I don't need it in the Acolyte. Actually, it's funny. I have Darth Plagueis in my library somewhere over here. No, over here. I just haven't read it yet. Is that weird? Sadly, I think I'm gonna have to miss today's show because of school. No worries. I appreciate you tuning in. As long as you hit the like button. So Gold, how would you depict the Empire taking over Earth upon discovery? I don't know. The Empire, they probably come. Well, the thing about Earth is that we're not a unified planet. There's so many different countries. So it's like, where would the Empire go? Are they going to go to every country and be like, we're taking you over? There'd probably be war and probably lose the war within like a day and a half. That'd be an interesting question. How would it realistically go? Just given, accept the reality, the prequels are amazing. Stop lying to yourself. Do it. Call me crazy, but Andor might be my most anticipated Star Wars show. There's going to be 3 seasons with 12 episodes, so they'll have time to flesh out the story and characters unlike Book of Boba Fett. I'm with you. I'm not sure if it's my most anticipated show, but I'm very excited for the Andor show. Andor is going to be great. It's going to be great. I want to see Jedi at their pride and not kind of dicks like they are in the prequels. Yeah, me too. So they're kind of like the High Republic. Aren't they not dicks in the High Republic? Really? It's the 4th anniversary of Infinity War? Wow. I saw that movie 4 years ago. I saw it opening day. Wow. Time flies, man. Looking forward to the Star Wars Shadows of the Sith book. Oh, yeah, me too. That book looks interesting. Not many books intrigue me anymore, but that one does. I think the old EU to the old one. I think comparing the old EU to the new one's kind of meh. The new one, the thing about the new EU, I assume that includes everything, like the shows too. The old expanded universe had the luxury of just telling stories about Luke, Han, and Leia after Return of the Jedi, no problem. Thing with the canon now is Lucasfilm wants to save those stories for the silver screen or the television screen, for Disney Plus. So we're not getting those characters fleshed out as much, and we'd probably never get a new Jedi Order type story in books because it's such an important event in the history of the Star Wars galaxy that they'd want to tell something like that in a show or a movie. The new Jedi Order does have a plot, the Yuzong Vong War. Did someone say it doesn't have a plot? New Jedi Order is great. One day I do want to read them. There's 19 books, right? Have you been in jail? No. Weird questions. All right, I'll stay on for a few more minutes, and I'm going to hop over to chat to me. I haven't got set the link yet because usually they send us a Star Wars Only will send me a super chat. A link to StreamYards. I don't know why I said super chat. That's funny. Here's a critique of the EU. Post Return of the Jedi focuses way too much on the Skywalkers and the Solos. I don't know if that's a problem. I wouldn't mind that. I mean, they are the best characters in Star Wars, so it's like I'd expect and hope that post Episode 9 stories focus on Rey, Finn, and I guess Poe. I wish Kylo Ren, but he's dead, so. People don't know this, but the backlash in Star Wars has been around since The Empire Strikes Back. It was my personal favorite until Last Jedi came out. I know there was the backlash to Return of the Jedi with the Ewoks. People like, oh, George Lucas has been doing this for money now. He's made Ewoks, and then the prequels. We all know the prequel backlash. So yeah, I'm not too unfamiliar with that. I feel like the problem was they just went too far with their absurd concepts. Are we talking about the EU still? Oops, where may I watch your cats when the podcast occurs? I'm so confused. I don't know what that means. Did you misspell something? I actually love Return. Is that supposed to be Return of the Jedi or New Jedi Order? People on YouTube never know how to spell. If it's Return of the Jedi, I can understand that. I'm just an Empire guy. But Return of the Jedi is a great movie. They're all great. I think Return of the Jedi is actually overrated and underrated in some respects. Maybe I'll make a video on that one day. Oh, where can I watch the my podcast? The Chatooine show's on the YouTube channel. Just look up the Chatooine show. The logo's orange. We have a stream starting in about 7 minutes. Can I post a link to the Chatooine show in here? I think I can, right? Chatooine show. Post the link in the chat, and let me know if I think you guys can access the link. Yeah, so that's what I'll be streaming in a few minutes, and I think there'll be 4 of us. I don't know if Lungo will be there today. We'll see. Lungo's been really busy, so I'd love it if you made it. If not, I'd understand. Oh, you see that? My light just flashed. All right, I'm gonna hit the bathroom, and then so I have time before the stream starts on the Chatooine show. So yeah, I am gonna hop off. I'll answer a few more questions. Favorite dessert? I think chocolate something. Chocolate cake. I'll say chocolate cake. Can we have a Star Wars show or movie that doesn't have a desert planet? Kind of sick of it. Yeah, I'm on board with that. Favorite DreamWorks movie? I'll say Shrek. That's DreamWorks, right? Appreciate it, dude. Awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to end this one. Don't forget to hit the like button, by the way. And then I will head on over to Chatooine show. So yeah, check out the link, this link right here. And then I'm going to start. So yeah. Thanks for coming, everyone. I appreciate it. I have nothing else to say. But yeah, go to Chatooine show. I'll start that in 4 minutes. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. As always, don't forget to join the Claude Squad, and I will see you guys next time.